What's up, jabronis? It's another exciting episode of Best Rivals. Wow, 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 wow.
Hell yeah.
Woo! It's too early to scream like that. I'm sorry, neighbors. I'm your ever humble host, Michael, and I am ever joined by Ben. Say hello.
Hello.
And Hughie. Whoa!
Whoa.
You guys had to assign like a sound effect to yourself. What would it be? I think I would assign the like sound effect.
Yeah. Recently, I think I've been thinking about that a lot more than usual. So
Is that just the current current times?
current main state?
Yeah.
Before you joined the call, me and Michael were literally talking about it. Michael was thinking about giving himself like an entry noise in Discord if he had nitro.
I can't say that one this soon into the episode, though.
Yes.
It's a great quote from The Rock. I can't say a single word from it. It's 3 words in every one of them. I mean, I guess I can say the middle one, which is up. But when you combine that with the first one, which is shut, then it gets bad. Is that gonna get us claimed? I don't know.
I don't think it would.
What's the topic today? Today's topic is D&D. We're gonna take Pokemon and assign them to little characters, little D&D goobers. Because we just can't resist. Mark my words. Someday, Pugga TV will also have a D&D podcast, and I will also be someone that goes onto that podcast and goes, "I don't know what I'm talking about, guys. I'm just here." Even though I DM.
Are you not the host? Yeah. Wait.
I don't know enough about the books. That's the beauty of D&D, is you can, as the DM, you get to make the rules. Somebody goes, "Actually, the book says this," and I go, "I don't know. I don't care."
Yeah, you always clarify it with, well, the book works this way. Is that how you want it to work? And then if it's not, you defer.
We do have several instances in our game where like a ruling will come up, and then Michael will be like, "Ben, Hughie, how does this work?" And I'm like,
Yeah.
It's hotly debated topic. You're gonna have to make a decision here, Michael.
I really linger whenever I'm stating something I think is a rule, where I go like, "I believe it's a D12, I'm pretty sure, unless anyone else thinks differently." No, then I was definitely right. Yeah.
Frantic Googling in the background.
I like being able to tell when Hughie on this podcast like quickly Googles something. That's always fun.
Like in the cryptid episode where we were discussing flamingo, and then he just goes,
Yeah.
"Here is the like habitats of flamingos." Oh,
Yeah. Distribution of flamingo population across the world.
It was when we talked about the shiny. We were like, "Flamingo's shiny sucks," and then like 2 minutes later, you're like, "Actually, the shiny has," and I was like, "Is that just a fact Hughie knows? Why would Hughie know this thing?"
Yeah, the flamingo thing I did know off the top
That's
of my
crazy.
this is why he's our Jamie, because it's very. Even if he knows a lot of stuff off the top of his head, but even if he doesn't, he's faster at Googling than you and I.
I just believe it. I'm like, you got that? Yeah. That's somehow he knows that information, and I trust it wholeheartedly. He'll turn on us and just start lying and making up facts, and I'll be like, "I'm too lazy to
Me
look
when
it
I'm
up."
lying.
Flamingo's shiny is actually blue. POV me when I'm lying. That's crazy. Wow, I'm not gonna look that up because I don't know. I just trust it.
Yeah, I'm just gonna believe what you said wholeheartedly.
I'll also be up front. I have like D&D concepts that I want to see if you guys can link to Pokemon, but I don't have any idea on direct, because I feel like if I'm like, oh, the Druid Pokemon, I feel like there's whatever I come up with, there'll be a better pick. I don't know them extensively enough.
I felt the same way, so I just I didn't even, because I think Ben posed that we would build like a party, and then I just started assigning Pokemon to D&D classes, and I tried to get some like weird ones that maybe that will be interesting to justify and reason why I've picked them.
I have an interesting one right off rip as well. I'm very excited about.
Okay, go for it. Go give us the interesting one.
Are we just gonna start then?
Yeah.
Okay, so we agreed that we would be going with like any class. We could have any classes, but I've gone with the standard, or like pretty stereotypical barbarian, rogue, cleric, wizard party.
Okay.
And my barbarian is Beware.
Yeah.
Are you familiar with Beware, Michael?
Mm-hmm. Big chunk. Hug
Big
too
chunk.
strong.
Yes.
Weirdly
So
colored.
strong that it can level trees by hugging them. Has, according to the Pokedex, canonically killed its trainers in the past by hugging them. There's a lot of really strong Pokemon out there that like can go into a rage or whatever, but Beware also gets the ability Fluffy, which
Okay.
reduces physical damage against them.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Which is pretty.
That's
Which is
barbarian.
pretty 1-to-1 with
Yeah.
Do we
Just
need
great.
to also explain D&D to people? To the grunts? I feel like
Barbarians
D&D 's
can go into a rage, which can reduce damage, physical damage against them. Beware also does
halves
that.
their damage.
Yeah, I don't know if Fluffy does half, but I know it reduces it.
Okay.
It does have, and it also gives a vulnerability to fire, so, you know.
Oh. That getting halved is pretty huge.
Yeah,
Halves
It's,
any damage?
It's
all physical damage.
moves that make
Oh,
contact.
physical, okay, I see.
So it's not even as good as that. It's only contact
Oh.
moves,
Still pretty good.
which there are a lot of them.
Are all physical moves contact moves?
No,
not
not all of them.
all.
Like
Okay.
Razor Leaf, for example, is a physical move, but it does not make contact.
Okay, I get it. It's like the leaf makes contact, but not.
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Things like Earthquake and Rock Slide, I think, aren't contact moves.
Okay, this makes sense in my brain.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest. Until we started doing the Pokemon League, I wasn't fully aware of the difference between physical and special.
No.
I was just like, sometimes the move has a little orange symbol, and sometimes it's like a purple. I don't know. It's weird.
Yeah.
Both these
Fair,
numbers,
you know?
both these attacks have the same power, but Alakazam does way less damage with a punch move for some reason. I just kind of rationalized it in my head. I was like, yeah, he has no muscle, so a punch move.
I mean, that is kind of how it works.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's from the perspective of somebody that doesn't care about stats or know about stats. Yeah,
Mhm.
works out.
Yeah, I would entirely base my Pokemon knowledge on. I was a book cover judge man. That sentence was wild.
Covered Judge Man.
I
You,
think I don't know
You're-
what happened to me there.
yeah, you be judging those books by the covers, you know.
Yeah, that's what I meant to say. I think I
That's
said
what
it
I-
exactly backwards. Anyway.
You okay? You have your covered?
Yeah, my nose is
smell
bleeding.
toast?
It's weird, yeah.
Oh.
Beware Barbarian. Let's go. Does it
That is
wear armor? I
Uh,
want to visualize
no.
it now. As
Uh,
can we get one of the
barbarians
grunts
don't
to
wear
draw
armor.
these guys? Okay.
Yeah, barbarians get natural armor, I believe, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
You can still put him in like a little hat. Yeah, this is a
Give it
good
like
showcase of me as a DM. I don't know. He'd be cute though. It'd be cute if he was allowed to wear a hat.
Well,
To be fair, Beware's ears does look like a hairband. I don't know. I've never, I have seen the side profile of a Beware, but I can't remember it.
Also, kind of from how it acts in like the anime and stuff, it's pretty like oblivious to its strength
Heck yeah.
for the most part, which
Himbo.
is I think pretty good for him. It gives off big himbo energy, except for when it gets serious, and then it when it goes sicko mode
It locks in.
and like
Is
fist,
that when it
it
rages?
locks in. Yeah, it fist fights a Buzzwole at one point, like Super Mario so long Gay Bowser's. I don't know how else to describe that kind of throw.
No, yeah. I'll take your word for it.
I feel like I gaslighted myself into not thinking it was So Long Gay Bowser. I mean, I know it's not actually, but I always heard So Long Gay Bowser, and then I was like, I think I'm just really offensive. And then,
But then
years
everyone
later,
else refers to it so long Gay Bowser.
started talking about it as So Long Gay Bowser, and I was like, right? And they're like, yeah, it's obviously that. And I was like, oh, yeah. No, I never doubted. What's your
fun.
first pick, Cutie?
I'll match what Ben did because I've also got a barbarian pick, and it's one of the it's a bit of a cop out,
Okay.
I've went with Annihilate.
Okay, that makes sense. Local man too angry to die.
Yeah, it's literally the rage monkey Pokemon.
This Pokemon has the craziest name to spell.
It's
oh my
really
God, I've
hard.
never seen this guy.
It's
Is it
Monkey
Monkey
Jet
Evolution?
Primate's
Yeah.
new evolution.
Fighting Ghost. That's cool.
Yeah, it gets so angry it dies.
I like this guy.
It's also
It's just-
like busted out the ass, isn't it?
Oh yeah, it's crazy.
The Rage Monkey Pokemon.
I was coming at it from the point of view of like a zealot barbarian, isn't it, zealot?
Yeah, aren't they like while they're raging they can't fall or
Yeah.
something?
So it's kind of whatever Annihilate is a zealot to. Maybe just anger itself.
Oh, it evolves after Primate. It's like the third.
Yes.
I thought it was like
Yep.
a variant.
Yeah, it's one of those.
also- yeah.
Or it's one of
I
those
was-
evolutions where you have to use a specific move
Yeah,
a number
yeah.
of times, and then it evolves.
Fist. So you just use that move until it dies, and then it gets back up, and you're like, "Yay!
Yeah.
You're stronger now!"
And also, Primate's not that big, but Annihilate, I believe, is huge, right? Like, it's significantly bigger than Primate.
It's 3'11".
Annihilate's 3'11"?
Yeah, it gets 8 inches. It's
That's
8
huge.
inches
That's
on,
that's
on
too
Primate.
much.
Yeah, that's
That's too
way
much.
too much. You're crazy.
Don't use Rage
Full
Fist,
to-
guys.
Full 200 centimeters. Weight-wise, it nearly doubles in weight. 32 to 56. That's probably for the shackles that are... Or no, it's probably the wispy ghost things.
Why does it become a ghost and get heavier?
Yeah, maybe it's like...
Or maybe the weight of all the souls it killed in life, It's like a metaphorical weight.
Maybe,
That's dark.
I don't know where that came from. I'm sorry.
Dang. I feel bad for it now.
See, the thing is, like, the Pokédex entries don't really mention it dying.
Whereas they
Okay,
do for
interesting.
Primate, right? They do.
Yeah.
They say that only in death does Primate find peace.
Yeah,
or
'cause
something. Like even when
When
it
it
sleeps,
dies, it becomes
looks
the Rage.
Yeah.
So it doesn't find peace. Okay. I guess that means it's not dead yet.
It imbues its fist with the power of the rage that it kept hidden in its heart. Opponents struck by these imbued fists will be shattered to their core. I don't think Primate was keeping its rage hidden in its heart, but okay.
No.
I think that's a pretty good one. Zealot Barbarian.
I like that Pokemon.
Yeah, it's very good. The Rage Fist move as well, very good.
Is that why it's
Every-
busted, or is it just its stats busted?
Well, stats are also huge. It's probably base
Yeah.
550, I'd imagine. It's base 535.
But the distribution's
Rage Fist is really
ideal. Rage Fist, every time you use it, it adds like an extra 50 points to the base power, up to a max of 350. So if you like put Annihilate out against something that's resisting Rage Fist, and you just like farm it
Keep
for
doing
the
it.
damage boost.
Yeah.
The
I think
second
you have
it
to.
kills,
I think you have to get hit by it, though. Don't you? You have to get again in barbarian fashion. Annihilate has to be
Yeah.
taking damage for Rage Fist to
Alright,
get stronger.
Keep going. I see.
Yeah,
That is pretty barbarian. A barbarian breaks out of its rage if it doesn't deal damage or get hit. I wonder if that sounds like they just took the rage mechanic from D&D and were like, let's turn it into Pokemon. But it's too easy if it...
Rage, Fist. Yeah. I mean, they have a similar move called Rage that's from like Gen 1 or 2 or something, but it's
Yeah.
pitiful in comparison.
And it doesn't work like D&D, because isn't
No,
that one... Oh no,
it
I'm
works
thinking of
similar.
Abide.
It works the same as Rage Fist, but it's like 10 base or 20 base power, and it only goes up 10 or 20 or something. It's like
yeah,
way less
it's
than Rage
not
Fist.
great.
I want to know if you got... Now this is put on your thinking caps. Cause
Okay.
I was thinking less about the classes and more about the people who play those classes.
Okay.
So I want to know, like the classic rogue that is like, it's what my character would do.
Edgy rogue.
Edgy rogue. What Pokemon lines up with that? Because I was thinking, I forget his name. It's one of your favorite, Cutie. Is it Bismarck or the like blade
Bisharp.
guy?
Bisharp.
Yeah,
Bisharp.
Bisharp. Yeah.
I was thinking of him.
that's-
Problem is, Bisharp has like an honor code, though, right?
Oh, does it? See?
Well,
Is
because
its honor code what my character would do?
Maybe.
Yeah, you know.
What popped into my head as you described that was night form Lycanroc.
Yeah, that's
edgy werewolf.
You know, honestly, by the time we're finished with this, Michael's going to know every Pokemon. I can't.
Yeah, can't wait.
You would hope. Yeah, it's got the full like hair coming over its face.
Yeah, like because if we're going like edgy Pokemon, you could do like the whole more Grimmsnarl kind of thing.
Not that they're fairy type though. I feel like
there are also dark types. So,
yes, but I feel like it's what my character would do. Edgy rogue would not pick a fairy type Pokemon.
Who's to say? That's very, very presumptuous of you. Fair. You know.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
I'm not gonna argue with it.
He must have looked it up. I trust him. Yeah, Lycanroc is the first Pokemon that I picked for sure.
Yeah.
What's your second pick, Ben?
Continuing with the rogue theme, instead of going for like an assassin / thief, that's what my character do. I would like to address the arcane trickster archetype.
Okay.
And so like sneak in somewhere, disguise self, convince a guard to let you in, steal something, and escape into the night.
Mm-hmm.
Cheeky little Zoroark action.
Mm-hmm. I thought of that. That's
Thank you, Michael.
It's like it's got like the dark color scheme when it's normal, so that's kind of rogue.
It is dark type. Feels like it would be a Dex-based character, and obviously can transform into other Pokemon.
It doesn't get the moves like Ditto though when it does that, right?
No, it doesn't. It keeps its own moves.
Yeah, can it turn into people?
Debatable.
Mechanically, battles-wise, no. Lore-wise, yes.
Mm-hmm. I don't think I want to live in the Pokemon world anymore.
Yeah,
that's scary.
You remember N, Michael, from the Rivals episode?
Mm-hmm.
There were theories that N is a Zoroark, but I don't think they have any water or hold any water.
But I can speak. N speaks human words.
Meowth speaks human words. Who's to say there isn't a Zoroark speaking human words?
Me. Or
okay. In I forget which one, Black and White or Black and White 2, there is like a side quest character you can find who's like a Zoroark turned into a woman, I think.
Yeah, she's just in a camper van in the forest.
Yeah, she's like isolated.
So it just turned into a woman and was like, I like this. I have boobs.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, okay, I get it.
Like, there was no reason for that Zoroark to turn into a woman since it's sequestered in the middle of a forest.
Could just be a Zoroark.
Could just be itself. Can you then catch that Zoroark?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, I was going to say, that'd be messed up.
That would be messed up.
You're never going to get to be your true form again.
Oh,
yeah, I don't want to live in that world where people can have
hang on.
No, wait a minute.
I don't like that. I don't want to pop over to Ben's house. Ben's like, Ben's like, Michael, I caught a Zoroark. Come over and check out. And I go over and it's like, it's just me. And I'm like,
oh my god. Yeah, Hughie's having a chef and Ratatouille moment reading the paper. Like, there's a letter or whatever, I forget what it was. What did you find, Hughie?
The legendary dog trio event in Black and White. They give out shiny versions of those.
Right.
And if you take one of those to the Zoroark, it will like reveal that it's actually a Zoroark and then challenge you to a battle, and you can catch the Zoroark.
Oh no.
You can see. That's dark. That's messed up.
Yeah, that Zoroark had sentience.
That
was
that's awful.
Like, let's be real. No one did anything with that Pokemon after catching it. Like, it just went in the box. Maybe you leveled it up to 100.
Yeah.
You took it out of its home and just put it in a computer.
Does it have any like unique moves or anything? I guess.
No, it's just
regular Zoroark. It's just a Zoroark.
It's just a normal Zoroark.
I need to do that for a D&D storyline with a rogue, where they use disguise self and someone just gets fixated on them. Like, do that thing.
Oh no. There is a dude that is fixated on the Zoroark lady. He like is like standing outside, like, the woman who lives here is isolated and she doesn't talk to people. And he just leaves after you speak to him. Yeah, he just leaves after you speak to him.
That's good. He knew he got caught. He just walk up.
Should
to
we
him,
should
like,
we
"What are you
should we
doing?"
move on from the questionable ethics of
Yeah, maybe let's forget about
Zoroark? Zoroark, I think, is a good arcane trickster rogue.
Yeah.
That's where the conversation ended. We cut.
That is
and
where the
we're
conversation
continuing.
ended. Yes.
Yeah, let's never talk about Zoroark again. I'm gonna deviate a bit and go for a fighter.
Mhm.
Fighter,
I like it.
I feel like a
But,
fighter is part of the classic party. That it's
This is it's the
go
first
anywhere.
one, the first one that I thought of, and I busted myself laughing because I thought it was hilarious. Phalanx as an Echo Knight fighter.
I love it. Yes, yes, yes. Michael, you played Sword and Shield. You know Phalanx, right?
is that the
Little Roman Legion
oh,
guy.
yes. I love this little guy.
I love him. I love him so much. He's my favorite.
It was the first one I thought. I was just going through, or I was just thinking of Pokemon, and then instantly I was like, "Oh, Phalanx!" I was like, "Oh my god, that's just an Echo Knight
Do you
fighter."
know the Echo Knight stuff, Michael?
Yes, you
Okay.
basically summon like a copy of yourself.
So
Which is
Phalanx
cool.
would have to be like a 20th level Echo Fighter to be summoning that many copies.
Yeah,
right?
They jump in
But-
me.
they jump at me, and like it's pretty obvious which one is the original as well.
Yes.
It could be a case of you just at the start of the campaign, it's just Phalanx and like one other follower.
One link of the Phalanx.
Mhm.
Yeah, and then just it grows as the campaign goes on.
I like that. I like that a lot. I was like, where's he going with this Echo Knight stuff? Without Phalanx. Do you know, Michael, do you know Phalanx's unique move?
No.
It's called No Retreat. It's got a very cool animation of like Phalanx standing on a rock as waves crash behind it.
Okay.
And it gives it an Omni boost, right? So all of its stats go up by 1, but it cannot switch out anymore. It locks
that's
itself
cool.
in.
I like that.
It is. I think it's really cool.
Yeah, that is pretty cool. I wish there were more moves like that. It's crazy that like every Pokemon has like almost a unique move or mechanic.
Yeah, with so many of them.
They can stop.
They'll have a
Just
real-
work on the game, guys. You have enough characters. The
Yeah,
roster is padded.
that's the problem. If they do stop now, why would you buy another game? Unless
They do good story or good all the other stuff.
Listen to me, Pokemon. I know what I'm talking about.
Me when I lie.
me when I'm lying. When I'm lying. I play Pokemon for the story. Me when I'm lying.
I play Pokemon to see what kind of funny little guys they put into this time. Me when I'm telling the truth.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Me when I'm honest. Rare sighting.
Me when I'm
Rare
honest.
event.
It will not be seen again for another 20 years.
The eclipse will come and go before then. So I don't know if that dates
Okay,
this
you-
episode. The eclipse happened like 2 weeks ago.
Do you have another archetype you'd like us to try to assign someone to, Michael?
Sure. Yeah. What Pokemon is the classic bard that just wants to sleep
Oh,
with
God.
everything, wants to charisma roll through life?
Mr. Mime.
No.
He fails. He has disadvantage with the rolls, actually.
There's no like Pokemon that like wants to sleep with everything, I'm pretty sure, right? But there is a Pokemon that wants to put everything else to sleep and sings a lot. That would be the Jigglypuff.
Is there
Right?
a Pokemon that... Because basically this kind of player in D&D is Brock, right?
Yes.
Is anime Brock, where he just sees a woman and is like, it's the most beautiful woman I've ever met. Is there at any point in the anime a Pokemon that he gets that is the... Because I remember the shtick in Pokemon was always that it was his Pokemon keeping him in line. So he would see a woman and be like, oh, like big beating hard eyes, and he's like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. And then like his Pokemon would smack him over the head and drag him away, and all the, Ash would go, well, that's our Brock.
Yeah, it was either his Pokemon or Max would hit him and drag him away.
Yeah, does he ever get a Pokemon that's like
don't-
equally as bad as him?
I don't think he does.
Don't think so.
Oh, dang.
There's a few times where Meowth gets got by like other Meowths and stuff.
Yeah, they
There's
don't
a-
really broach the subject of lust with the
No.
Pokemon themselves.
That's,
Which
I
I
mean,
think
there's a lot
for
there,
good
man.
reason, you know.
When are the 7 Deadly Sins legendaries coming up? That's 7
They probably-
legendaries. That's like 6 games. I mean, like 3 games.
Yeah. probably would skip Lust, to be honest.
I guess they have.
That's actually-
well, sloth is just an actual sloth, though. It's not the same.
Yeah, because the only thing that you would like map Lust to, basically just because of the internet, would be something like your Gardevoir or like a Lopunny or something.
No.
Mm.
Yeah, Vaporeon, perchance.
No.
Did you know?
So what
Would
you're
it be a
saying is
Pokemon like
the real
Charm or
Pokemon
something?
that
I
is
guess.
that fits that caricature is the players.
Yes. Sadly, yes. Which is awful.
This is a dark episode. I mean, what Pokemon? Okay, so you got to fight a dragon, and this is a real dragon, not a Pokemon dragon. You got to fight a dragon. And you can only conquer this dragon through love, through swooning it or pulling a donkey. What Pokemon are you bringing to back you up?
Adrodigan.
I was about to say Mudbray, because it's the donkey Pokemon.
Yo! Hang on.
Because I knew Mudsdale was the horse, but then I was like, I was nearly sure that Mudbray was something to do with the donkey. Yeah, it's not even. It's still a horse. You know? That's the answer. Mudbray is going to seduce the dragon.
I trust it. I have faith. I like donkeys.
It also is a child, but will just. Yeah.
Oh right.
blossom.
If it's voiced by Eddie Murphy.
Yeah.
All right. What's your third party member, Ben?
I've gone with a cleric. I feel like the obvious answer would be Chansey, but I feel like a better fit is actually Audino.
Wow, same brain. The most
Okay, we've done same brain.
obvious
Okay.
answers. Yeah.
I also hate that
yeah.
Pokemon. I don't get
Why,
it.
bro?
Arduino or whatever. What's the point of it?
Audino, yeah. It was Chansey too. They needed a Chansey,
Nah.
but for Unova.
Isn't its ears like curled up or something?
Yeah, its ears are like a stethoscope, so it can.
Yeah. They can like
Check.
check on Pokemon and heal them and
Yeah,
such.
I want to know how long those are, and I feel like it's messed up to pull them out straight.
I think the strangest thing about Audino is why did they give it a Mega?
It got a Mega? Okay.
It's got a Mega. The Mega's fairy type.
Yeah,
I
I don't
Audino
know.
itself is not.
No.
Were Megas a thing?
No, not in Gen 5. They were in Gen 6. Was Audino in the first batch of Megas? I don't think it was.
It was. Audino is.
Audino made the first cut?
I'm nearly sure, yeah. Nearly sure. Oh, no. Audino was Auras.
Yes, in the same vein as Chansey, it's just like Healer Deluxe. It's got massive HP stat. It's got Healer or Regenerator as its abilities. It gets like Heal Bell, Heal Pulse, all these healing moves.
Counterpoint.
Counterpoint.
Blissey.
Again, I think that's also in the same vein as obvious Chansey.
Yeah, well, you're talking about the best healer. No?
You know, I think Audino has the whole like stethoscope thing going on as well, like a doctor.
Yeah.
Where Blissey has egg.
I've
Yeah,
looked up
power,
Mega
yeah.
Audino, sorry. And every Reddit post I see is people complaining about it. Mega Audino bothers me.
Well, like, why does it exist, basically?
Yeah. I like these Megas, and it's basically every single Mega, and then hate this, and it's just Audino.
Mm.
How does healing work? Does it have to be a double battle for it to be able to heal someone else?
It would mostly be in double battles, yes. There's some
Yeah.
moves that, like Wish, that can be used in single battles.
And it heals
But
other
most of them-
Pokemon?
Yeah, Wish, it's like, in 2 turns, the Pokemon that is active is going to get healed. So you can then swap it
Yeah.
on or swap something else in it.
And your opponent
That
can
gets it.
predict that. That's
Yeah.
And then the only other option is a trade, a 1-for-1, with like Healing Wish, where you kill
You
the Pokemon
sacrifice,
that's in
yeah.
to bring in a fully healthy, or to basically just restore Pokemon that switches in for it.
Does it get... It doesn't get... What's not Last Resort? What's it called? The, 1 PP Revival Wish or something?
Revival Blessing.
Yeah, does it get that?
I don't think so. I
I
think
don't
that's
think
just.
I don't think it's in Gen 9, so it wouldn't get that. Again, they put Revivify into Pokemon, like...
they keep
Yeah,
stealing from D&D. It's not fair.
There's a
It's
select
like-
number of Pokemon that there's a 1 PP move that like revives a teammate at half HP.
Yeah, it's Palmot and Rapska. It's the
It's
only
just
2
those two?
Pokemon. Yep.
Which is
Which,
the
you
curse
know-
need to send their quote unquote
The
I
Pinkertons on.
feel like if Audino was in Gen 9, it would have Revival Blessing.
Yeah, probably.
That's a better question than the classic who would win every Pokemon or a million lions? Who wins every Pokemon or every D&D monster?
Oh god. How many of them are dedicated just to Tarrasque?
Well, you only need one flying Pokemon to beat a
True.
Tarrasque.
That's true.
If a Tarrasque is only using what's on the stat block and not picking up trees and chucking trees.
I think D&D wins that.
Yeah, I think that's an easy one for the D&D monsters, you know?
They have so many just like busted bosses.
Yeah.
Although at that point, the ideas of Dialga and, like having the powers of time is like, well, maybe
the monsters can also get the powers of time though if they can cast.
Yeah, that makes it a cool fight. It's like an anime fight.
Yeah.
True. Yeah, way better than the 1 billion lions argument.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna tack on at the end of the cleric debate and put Comfy forward.
I had considered Comfy for the cleric debate.
None of these Pokemon would make good clerics because all they do is heal. But that's another discussion.
Yeah, where's my Tempest cleric at?
Yeah, I'm just looking at my list here.
This Pokemon sucks.
The only good thing it has is
it's just a bracelet.
Yeah.
Oh, it does have a little face.
It can also it is the face. The bracelet is not part of the Pokemon, might I add.
Oh.
Yeah, it's just the little plant thing. It's not even a grass type. It's just pure fairy.
Fairy type.
But it's got like triage as an ability, which it makes healing moves. It gives them priority.
Oh.
Then it's got its own special heal pulse as well. And, what's it called? Floral healing? I don't think it does anything special.
Are there any Pokemons that you would describe as being like a zealot? Or, you know how you have like... Because a cleric's thing in D&D is that they get their power from their god. So they kind of have to be very like motivated by that.
I was tussling with this idea earlier. I don't know if there are any Pokemon that are like super religious, unfortunately.
Well, but like... Yeah, but like dedicated to a specific thing, even if it's wrong.
Yeah, well, or the only kind of Pokemon that are probably dedicated to anything would be the Lake Trio.
Okay. They kind of have a clarity vibe, like mystical.
I mean, like dedicated to knowledge, dedicated to emotion, dedicated to spirits or whatever.
They've got like their concepts that they're like bound to, but again, it's a very loose kind of.
Mm. I feel like they need more screen time. They're cool concepts. Yeah. They're kind of the trio like sub legendaries because you have like your box legendaries and then there's always like a trio. I feel like they fell off after really Johto was like the last time I think they were cool. Were there ones in Hoenn?
Yeah,
the Titans, right? The Reggies.
Oh, the Reggies. Yeah, they were cool. Okay, yeah, I'll give those.
Gen 4 had the Lake. Gen 4 had the Lake Trio. Gen 5 had the Swords of Justice.
Is that the like deer and?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, those suck.
No, what? No.
They're just like the three animals. Like one of them is a zebra.
Yeah, they're based on the Three Musketeers.
That's lame. I don't get that.
Who did Gen 6 have as the like sub trio? Can you recall?
Did they have a sub trio? I don't think they did.
I know they had a bunch of legendaries. Let me find out here.
They had a bunch of legendaries, but they were like the DLC ones that you get.
Yeah,
from
the
like event.
The event mythicals.
But they didn't have, they only had 3 of them. It was only Diancie, Hoopa, Volcanion. But they didn't have like your bird trio, dog trio. They didn't have.
Oh yeah, under Gen 6, the only listed legendaries is Xerneas, Yveltal, and Zygarde, as far as we can see.
Yeah. Because Diancie, Hoopa, and Volcanion are mythical Pokemon.
Yes.
There's a difference.
Sorry, Michael?
Would Black and White would their trio not be the like cloud guys?
Yes.
That could also be a trio. Yes.
Okay, they're essentially
they were alright.
Weather gods, yeah.
Yeah, Gen 5 has 2 groups. Gen 7 has a quad.
Yeah, it's got the Tapus, yeah. Which the Tapus could be just deities for a cleric.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Gen 8 has a bunch in the DLCs.
Which are just repeats of previous.
Well, not Calyrex, Glastrier, or Inspectrier.
I don't count that as a legendary trio.
Probably because Calyrex like takes over one of the other 2.
Yeah. That's just they're just other box legendaries.
Yeah. And then Gen 9 had what are they called? Like the Ruin
The
Pokemon or whatever.
Treasures of Ruin or something like that.
Treasures of Ruin in Woxian, Xianpao, Tinglu, and Chiyu. And in the DLC, Okidogi, Monkey Dory, and Pheasantipede.
Okie dokie. I like that name. Okie dokie.
Yeah, I think I showed you those like months back when they were released.
Yeah, I remember Cutie frantically joining a call like Okidogi, Okidogi.
Yeah,
Monkey Dory, Monkey Dory.
That was a while ago. Yeah.
Pheasantipede, I can take or leave it.
It's still a cool name. Pheasantipede.
Yeah,
Sounds like
It's just
something
a
like
fez.
like a catchphrase of an old detective. Pheasantipede, I've solved it.
it's just a pheasant.
Monkey Dory, you've got it, detective.
Yes. And then
Looks like everything is gonna be Okidogi after all.
Ah, you know, it plays the theme.
Oh,
It's just me. Ah.
And then
you have the
shows
really
up
sad
and uses
episode where he's...
Choice Specs Overheat, 255 special tank EVs.
yeah. Nah, I'd overheat. Ben won't get that. Michael would.
I got it. A little bit of Jujutsu Kaisen there, Ben. We always bring it back. We always bring it back. It's slowly bleeding through. I'm all caught up, guys. I'm all caught up on it.
I'm going to make turn Best Rivals into a Jujutsu Kaisen podcast soon enough as well.
Let's go. So many. This is really going to date the episode, but so many Black Flashes. He's the main character.
No.
Wow. Anyway, what's your next Pokemon or your next pick?
My next pick is going to be Ranger.
Okay.
Okay.
And it's going to be Zygarde.
Oh, you're gonna have to explain that one to me, Chief.
Okay, so your Ranger is the protector of nature,
Okay. Yes.
keeping the balance.
Mm-hmm.
It basically, the ideals of the Ranger is everything that Zygarde also stands for.
Yes. I see where you're going. Okay.
And then it can be a dog sometimes.
I was gonna say, where does Zygarde's pet come into this? Where does his
Yeah.
fighting companion come in? Is it
Yeah.
just 10%
It just-
Zygarde? He keeps
It
little?
just so you've got the 100% Zygarde. It just cuts off 10% of itself. It
so
goes
it
back.
stays as the same, or the 50% Zygarde, just to have a little
and
guy
it's got,
with him.
and it's got 5 dogs. It's just got a pack of dogs as a companion. See, easy.
I think
I was
the
expecting the
Pokemon trainer
Zygarde
is the
to be
Ranger.
Master Ranger to come on today.
Yeah, and the other thing with Zygarde is that its moves, one of its signature moves is just 1,000 arrows.
Yeah.
It's an archer, you know.
Yeah. Okay. Is there an archery Pokemon?
Yeah. The actual answer for the Ranger would be something like Decidueye,
That's
which
boring.
is just That's why I had it on
You
the
asked
list.
if there's an Archer Pokemon. You said
Yeah.
yes. You're like, boring.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought there was.
That was. I have it on the list for Ranger, but I was like, no. I'm going to propose Zygarde instead.
Also
Then
grass type as well.
Yeah.
I like the Zygarde pick though.
'Cause you're with the Ranger, it's just kind of you could put in really anything that's
Mhm.
grass type, and that's
And
kind of
kind of protective in any sort of way.
yeah, and that's semi
Anyone else?
anthropomorphic.
the hippie Pokemon.
Get a
I'm an
Rangaroo in there.
industrialist.
Like you could reason for Sceptile being a ranger, or dodging through forests and things like that.
Get all these nature hippies out of here and get me more Colossuses.
Cut down all the trees.
We don't need
Don't
them.
want any more
I can
trees.
hold my breath.
What?
Trees give us air, so we don't
Oh, okay.
cut them.
I was so good. I was like, has he just had enough?
I'm just gonna hold my breath and die. That's kind of a fun ability we have. It's
Well,
kinda
we
like
can't.
self-destruct, but it doesn't. You can hold your breath.
Your brain won't let you.
Well, you'll pass out, but that's you do that enough times, you'll die. Like, you do it once to the point of passing out, that's like permanent brain damage. So you just keep doing it until the bit of your brain that you damage is the part that stops you from dying, you know? Does this make sense? I was surprised when I first moved to America how many trees were here. I was like, they got those! And then I slowly realized, of course they have a lot of trees. If they didn't have trees in cities, they wouldn't be able to breathe.
If you say so, Michael.
It's
I'll
got
take
a
your
lot
word
of
for it.
trees here.
Who's your next D&D class, Michael? Or do you want to keep talking about trees?
Listen, trees. That's what I'm trying to bleed into a trees podcast. Are we talking about trees? Heck yeah. What's the Pokemon that would be the player that just like is like, yeah, I want to play, and then sits and then is just like on their phone or not paying any attention?
Slaking.
Yeah, that's yeah.
He's like, let me in the fight. I want to fight. And then every other turn, he's not paying attention.
He's not in it. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That's.
Yeah, it was.
See, this is what I mean. I would have come up with a Pokemon and it would not have been Slaking.
No, it probably would have still been a right answer though. Like if you'd said,
I would have said like
Komala
Charizard.
or something.
yeah,
Because of the
Komala or
anime.
something. It's still a correct answer.
It's just because it all depends on just how you like reason or justify
Mm-hmm. That's
each.
true. Yeah, I need to
Each
believe
one.
in
Cutie,
myself
like
more.
Cutie convinced us that Zygarde's a Beastmaster rogue. You can
Yeah.
put,
You looked
can
it
put
up, I
anything in
believe
the
him.
world.
Do you think there is like a top 10 Pokemon to classes or whatever? You know, whenever like a
Probably.
new show, it makes sense in Stranger Things, but like a show comes out and they're like, what would these characters' D&D classes be? Do they have that for Pokemon?
Just someone's gone
It's-
through every single one.
Uh,
They're like, Nidoran male is a fighter. Nidorino is a fighter, but Nidoking is a barbarian.
Oh, I'd look at it to a point. I'd like go to my favorite Pokemon.
Okay, there are two links that are very similar to what we seem to have done. Just gonna go through them quickly to see if we've matched any of them. Okay, Barbarian Primeape, close enough.
Okay.
Lake Trio as clerics, okay.
Let's go!
Decidueye as a ranger, okay.
It's not Zygarde. We're winning.
It's not Zygarde, we're
Idiots,
winning.
stupid. Hey, who's the author? Call him out.
Yeah, let's go to the top. Who wrote this? Declan Lothian for CBR. You don't know shit, bro.
Hey, Declan. You grunt.
Whoa,
Declan's
don't
a
say
grunt
it.
for
No.
CBR.
It's a term of endearment here, man. Come on.
Okay, the second one isn't as good because they've got picks here that I'm like, nah.
All right, Declan, maybe we treated you too harshly. Maybe you were on to something.
Yeah, Bard. They've said Blossom, like
Yeah,
the
sings and dances, I guess.
Yeah, they're reaching there. Cleric, Eevee. Okay,
What?
there's lots of evolutions
And there's lots of clerics. Okay.
Yeah, that's the only thing I can see there. Okay, that's an interesting one. The Hitmons as monks.
Yeah, I thought that. Yeah, that was another one that I was like, it's too obvious.
Right, why the hell is Talonflame a sorcerer? Make this make sense.
It's naturally talented.
Terrible. Right, who wrote this? Charlie Perkins. Yeah, he looks like a fella that knows nothing about Pokemon.
Declan didn't get a physical call out like a.
Oh, see, Declan had the knowledge to not put a profile picture on his article.
Both, I mean,
Declan
in
got,
fairness, both these people got paid to make these lists, so they're winning. You know,
Declan got like generic us like dog barking at him, like woo 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 woo. Where's Charles?
got personal.
Is
With
it Charles or Charlie?
Charlie.
Charlie
Oh,
got like a personal attack.
Yeah.
Declan gets it as well. He's the lead comics, gaming, and anime editor. I don't think so. You know, he's sitting here with his sunglasses on, thinking that he is something.
It's like gone to his Twitter now. We're gonna message him. Hey, meet me here. I want to.
Yeah, Cutie's
he has-
DMing him as we speak.
Yeah, his Twitter does not exist anymore.
Oh no, he got cancelled.
He got cancelled.
Oh no. We go to his Twitter and it's
okay.
like, oh, look at Declan. His mother is suffering from a really bad disease. Okay, well.
Gentlemen, I hate to be the killjoy, but I feel like we've gotten a little off topic.
It's
Just a
fine.
little bit. Just a little bit of a tangent.
I like it. I like that we like compared our lists to someone else's.
Yeah.
To a professional's.
Well, no, that wasn't comparing lists. That was
we did. We
someone's
defended
Twitter.
them. We defended our list.
we successfully defended what we just said for this episode in the
Although-
marketplace of ideas. We've done it.
I really like the Lake Trio as clerics, so shout out Declan for also making that connection. I want to befriend next episode, guest star in Declan.
No.
No, it seems he got cancelled, so we can't.
Do we have time for one more bout of picks, or are we ending it here?
Sure, go for one more.
This one's probably pretty simple. I went wizard, and I have two for it, between Miss Magius and Delphox.
I don't know I gotta look up Delphox.
So it's just, they're both just witches.
Okay.
Yeah, Delphox is just the magician Pokemon, isn't it?
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
Or no, it's the fox Pokemon. Its hidden ability is magician.
Oh, so it can be kind of debated whether they're wizards or sorcerers, but they're pretty wizardy, I think.
Yeah, Miss Magius is the magical Pokemon, which fair.
It's pretty self-explanatory way of
Yeah.
What did Declan have for his wizard?
Where is he? Where's
Oh,
Declan?
If he has Miss Magius, that's gonna be minus rep for me.
Okay, it's Alakazam.
I had considered Alakazam because he's
Yeah.
like crazy high damage, but if he takes any damage, he just dies.
But he's
That's
also Alakazam is just like your actual real life wizard. No, like
Yeah, he's
Alakazam
magician.
isn't someone
He
in
spends spoons
fireballs.
and stuff, Yeah.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah,
Desmond.
Delphox
You didn't
is
disappoint me,
definitely
but you didn't
fireballs.
impress me.
All right, let's see what Charlie has.
Oh. Probably also Alakazam. Wasn't Charlie's list all Gen 1 Pokemon?
Okay, now Charlie's gone with an interesting one here.
Okay.
Zoroark is a wizard.
Okay. I mean,
I can see it.
you're kind of
Illusion
challenging
wizard?
us, Charlie.
No,
I
I'll
think,
give him
I
that
think
one.
they're more of an arcane trickster
I think so too.
Charlie's rogue was Apom.
because it steals Ash's hat. Is that why?
It's because
There's so
it-
much better Pokemon that steal things. I was looking at Chinchino for this list. Chinchino steals more things.
Yeah, apparently Apom's hand would distract the person, allowing for a very subtle pickpocket.
Well, no,
You
it
know that-
uses the hand to
Yeah,
steal
it surely
things.
would be the other way around. Yeah.
It's distracting with its other hands, and then it's reaching around with the Apom
would have
hand to
been
pickpocket.
my pick for Monk or Ambipom because
I
Monk
believe that.
punch.
What are they? Yeah, the way of the astral self or whatever. The one where you get like extra spectral fists.
Yeah. I mean, Flurry of Blows is already just kind of like
That's
it's
true,
probably
that's true.
many punches.
It would be remiss of me to skip on from Delphox without mentioning that the Gen 6 starter trio is just the RPG classes.
Yeah, we got a
It's just Wizard, Rogue, Fighter.
yeah. I also did consider Greninja for Rogue, but Chestnut sort of slipped me for Barbarian or anything.
Yeah.
It'd be more of a Paladin though, right? Because he gets like
Oh,
shields
yeah.
and stuff.
Paladin,
on it.
yeah. Spread the Paladin love.
Yeah, on the mention of Paladin, I'm going to give you my last pick. For Paladin, I think Surfetched
Yes,
is
let's
hilarious.
go.
I love
Yes.
yes.
He embodies
Have
everything
you-
a Paladin does.
Have
Yeah.
you heard how Surfetched speaks in the anime?
No.
Find it. You continue talking about Surfetched while I search.
Yeah.
Is it-
Surfetched should probably be like, what, Oath of Glory or something like that. But the big one is because it's so focused on like critical hits, and so you want to smite
on
on your critical hits.
Yes, that makes sense.
What's
Wow,
the process
that's
of evolving it?
Surfetched.
Don't you have to like land like 3 crits in a row or something?
Yeah.
Yes, in one fight. Yeah.
It's like crazy. One fight. So like you have to also like not kill the opponent. Or
Yep.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And you have to false swipe the opponent to get it to work, basically.
Yeah.
Oh, because false swipe can crit but not kill.
Yeah.
Is that like the hardest Pokemon to evolve? Other than the ones that are like collect 100 things, like Zygarde.
Gen 8 had a lot of really weird ones, like Runerigus. You had to have your
that's-
Yamask at a specific health total.
Yeah.
How would you do that?
Exactly. Good luck.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's
you
the
just have to get
problem.
lucky. Interesting.
Well, or no, to be fair, the Yamask has to take at least 49 HP of damage without dying.
Okay, I found it.
So you can just like slap a focus sash on it
Okay.
and just live a hit.
If you played at 130, I think it puts it to 130.
Yeah, it's on.
It's Farfetch'd evolving into Surfetch'd, and then the way it speaks.
All right. The audio, little grunts. Listen to this. We probably don't get copyright struck from this.
None of it's like less than 10 seconds.
It's him evolving.
Yep.
What the hell? What the? What?
Surfetch'd.
Yeah. What the?
You know me, I don't want to talk about Surfetch'd anymore.
That sucks. Who again? Man.
Have I ruined the Paladin pick? I'm sorry.
It's just Surfetch'd in general has been ruined.
It's just a dude.
Yeah.
Surfetch'd.
Perfect.
So yeah, noble background Paladin. Noble background glory Paladin.
Yeah.
We love him. We love him. I think that brings us to the end of this episode. This one went... Actually, no, this is a good time. Thanks for listening, Grunts. As always, kisses from me.
Kisses from me.
No kisses.
Oh.
Goodbye.